18-year police veteran Sean Suiter was gunned down in a vacant lot. He was shot the day before he was expected to testify in a high-profile corruption case involving other Baltimore police officers.
Baltimore police have asked the FBI to enhance this audio from Detective Sean Suiter's final radio call.
28-year-old Antoine Washington apologized in federal court for selling the drugs that took the life of a woman named Jamie Lidlow. Washington was marketing based on overdoses. There can be no argument he didn't know his heroin was killing people. A wiretap in the case caught then Baltimore Police Detective Mamadou Gondo protecting the drug organization. Why isn't a police officer also responsible, the lawyer said. Was it some of the heroin they ripped off that's made its way to the drug organization? We don't know.
The officers suspected he was a drug dealer and, he says, got a warrant to search his home under false pretenses. Once inside, Whiting says they tossed his house and stole $20,000 in cash, some of it drug money, and even took his children's video games.
7 police officers indicted on federal charges accused of stealing money from innocent people.
The officers were part of an elite plainclothes unit called the Gun Trace Task Force. But according to prosecutors, the unit acted more like a criminal outfit.
But now these real-life officers have been charged with abusing their badges, of being corrupt to the core, allegations of extortion, falsifying police reports, and stealing from citizens.
The task force was supposed to check the flow of guns and get the worst guys off the street. And for a while, city leaders and reporters saw the task force as a huge success. But it was also completely corrupt, acting as what prosecutors have called a gang-style crime ring.
These defendants allegedly were involved in stopping people who had not committed crimes and seizing their money, not only seizing their money, but pocketing it. So these are really simply robberies by people who are wearing police uniforms.
With amounts stolen ranging from $200 to $200,000.
They're part of a group of 8 officers accused of robbery and extortion, faking evidence, and planting drugs, among other crimes.
The bogus search warrants, filing false police reports, and even putting in for thousands of dollars in overtime while on vacation, which involved coaching of each other to give false statements to internal affairs and turning off body cameras at key moments.
The lead federal prosecutor, Leo Wise, said, quote, "They were simply put both cops and robbers." According to prosecutors, the officers stole hundreds of thousands of dollars from city residents. They broke into houses, they stole drugs, then gave them to drug dealers. They carried BB guns that they could plant on people they shot.
Yo, 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 what it is, people, we is back. Another day on Keep It G News. And then we talking about Young Moose and the Gun Trace Task Force, man. A lot of people is familiar with the Gun Trace Task Force, especially from Baltimore. But in this video, we're going to talk about the role that the Gun Trace Task Force had in derailing possibly the biggest star that Baltimore had musically, hip-hop, you know. Like I told y'all in previous videos, I spoke on the wave of music and the rappers that we had at the time. You was talking about Shorty Shorty, Lord Schooler, Young Moose, you know what I mean? Young Moose in school at the time, those was the guys, you know what I mean? It was crazy, yo. It actually was a beautiful thing to watch. Then you had the CTM Balls, you had the GGO Slicks. I'm talking about it just was a rave of rappers, seemed like they all came at the same time, man. Shook the city up. But you know how this go. You know, whenever you got black men thriving legally, you're gonna have some type of interactions with police, man. It seemed like to me, and I think this happened every city, you know, where you got rappers on the rise, and then whatever police force that's policing that area, they are harassing the rappers, man. It's crazy that it's like that, yo. Because it's like, you want these people to progress. At least that's what you say. But as they progressing and as they trying to step away from the streets, the police trying to step on them and put them in cuffs. I don't like it. And that's what happened with Young Moose, man. So that's why I played them clips from y'all in the beginning, because this was a lot bigger than just Young Moose. And I'm going to get into some more other cases that these officers was involved in that you might not know about, you know, the ones that wasn't publicized, you know, because they made a movie out these guys. You understand? So before I get into Moose, I want to introduce y'all to 2 other situations, man. And we're going to talk about the Gun Trace Task Force and the things that they did. But it was 2 other guys, man, that suffered and families suffered because of these tactics that these police was using. A guy by the name of Davon Robinson and another guy from Park Heights, Salute Zone 15, by the name of Merle Kennedy. Baltimore jurors acquitted the suspect in the 2016 shooting death of a 31-year-old man who federal prosecutors said was killed over a drug debt after being robbed by corrupt Baltimore police officers. A city jury found Antoine Frazier not guilty of first-degree murder and gun-related charges Thursday afternoon. City prosecutors alleged he gunned down Davon Robinson on July 1st, 2016 in Emerson Village as Robinson sat in his vehicle outside his family home. Federal prosecutors said last year that Robinson was robbed about 2 months before his death of $10,000 by corrupt members of Baltimore Gun Trace Task Force. Without the money, Robinson couldn't pay back a drug debt and was killed. So that was the story of Davon Robinson. Imagine that, y'all. Got killed over a drug debt that he had the money to pay. Police stole the money and didn't put it in the police report. So I'm gonna tell you probably how this went. This is just me speculating that. Once he came home and he told whoever he was dealing with, he was getting his work from, that the police stole the money, they probably was like, yo, let me see the police report. But it's not on a police report. So in that situation, even though we know police dirty, but we talking about a different magnitude of dirty. This is a different level of corruption, man, what these guys was on. You wouldn't expect them to lie about something like that, so blatantly. Stole $10,000 from that man, ultimately got him killed. But you ain't hear about what happened with Merle. F him. I just don't want to chase him, Ram explained later on, according to Mamadou Gondo, Ram's longtime partner, in his testimony Monday in federal court at the Gun Trace Task Force corruption trial. Kennedy died 2 days after the shooting. At the time, police said Ram, who had previously shot 2 people in 2007, shot Kennedy in order to keep him from running over Officer Jason Guardino. But according to Gondo, that story was concocted by Deputy Commissioner Dane Palmier, who coached everyone about what to say. Palmier, the highest-ranking official to be directly implicated in the corruption of the officers indicted with GTTF, announced his retirement almost immediately after testimony and denied the allegations. It's not true. I would not coach somebody, Palmier told The Sun. I've always taken pride in ethics and integrity. Kennedy's family received a $100,000 settlement in 2013 for Kennedy's death. In court, even Gondo, one of the most notorious members of the squad, who has pleaded guilty to helping a childhood friend turn drug dealer in another federal case, and who Ram has said once laid someone out, seemed disturbed by the case. You knew Ram had murdered somebody. Chris Veneto, the attorney for Marcus Taylor, one of the 2 members of the GTTF to maintain his innocence and stand trial for vicious racketeering charges, asked Gondo. Naito referred to transcripts from the proffer interviews between Gondo and federal agents where he recounted the conversation. You murdered that guy, Gondo reportedly said to Ram in conversation long after the event. Yeah, I did, Ram said according to the notes Naito was reading. Gondo seemed resigned to the corruption when he told Naito why he didn't say anything about the murder to Internal Affairs. If you're in my shoes, if that's what has happened, Gondo said, what's going to happen to me? So around this time, and mind you, I be around this way. Well, I used to be around this way heavy, A lot of my guys from down there. But look what they did, man. So at the time, they made this police report up like Merle was ready to run one of the police over. But the whole time, Merle was sitting in the back of his car in his mother's house. And they killed him. Killed him and lied on the police report. And this same officer, as you just heard in that article, shot 2 other people in 2007. This is crazy. But Moose, man. Young Moose, man. Before I get into Young Moose, I want y'all to hear, if you're not familiar, man, check his music out, man. Moose was doing this thing, man. I promise you, he had it, Like I told y'all about, what I was talking about Davo and Scooter. Moose was another one. Moose was Baltimore. He had the sound, he had the style. East Baltimore to be exact. And he had the bars.
Streets talk and Moose been running wild. Niggas sneak this and now cause they heard I'm with Kevin Lyles. Louis Vuitton and Prada shoes. You know that ain't your style. Keep talking about who? You too big to be an owl. Keep on talking about you thugging. Keep on asses. Think about it, I was 12. But yeah, I was trapping. That was Louis Vuitton and Prada shoes. Yeah, we be swagging with my niggas on you pay. Wherever you live, that's where we gon' lay. Put the kids in the house, they might catch a stray. I'm dope on your boys in the hood, you trade. So you the type that can't come around your way, and I'm the type that got the shit in order. I got my little niggas posted up, they got guns on them, they on every corner. Bottom of the ladder, but I'm ready to climb. Niggas hating on the nigga, but I'm still gon' shine. Yeah, my granny got shot in the eye 05. Ever since then, this what I really had on my mind. I got murder on my mind, and I got money on my mind, and I got dumb. We living dumb. They see me, they like dumb. Out the mud, that's where I come from. They like them guns in your video. Boy, that's dumb. I'm like, I had to let them niggas know that we got dumb guns. Enough for everybody. When we bust, we gon' have dumb fun. Fuck that nigga and that bitch, they gon' make me pull my gun out. My little nigga with the band, cause when it's up, he bring that drum. That nigga know I'm on his ass, he in the house when the sun out. I'm the type of nigga bring the bitch out. I'm in the city full of dick riders. You ain't even gotta be really from the streets. Shit weak, they gon' still say your shit poppin'. I hit the block, then I start getting paper. I ain't had nothing in my refrigerator. My father left the house, my mother needed help with the rent. If I wouldn't have did it, we wouldn't have had cable. I'm ready from the gutter, hope I ain't gotta never kill my brother. Come on, God, this can't enable. If it was up to me, I'd just start giving out switches. Spin they corner, put them up, balloon the shit out them niggas. Finesse the nigga out some pounds, we got the shit out them niggas. They used to be around this, but we cropped the shit out them pitches. What you know about my brother Kevin? He'll slide down and take everything. Bad face, without a weapon, y'all niggas lying on them fucking records. Y'all niggas dying, y'all disrespecting. Kept you in the mall trying on some sevens. Fuck around and send your ass to heaven. I'm with it, nigga, I'm committed, nigga. Out the mud, how I'm living, nigga. Headshot, come get it, nigga. Then post up, I did it, nigga. Trap hard, buy more pistols. Spin through till they get the picture for a week straight. Fuck niggas, dumb nigga thought I was slipping. If you want some, got some dope. If you want some, we put it on the watch. Now the fiends acting dumb. I told that bitch I got a smart one and you a dumb bum. I keep my ratchet on me so much, they say I'm dumb. My daddy keep on. Let me tell you about this little nigga, right? He always keep a gun and he pull triggers tight. He don't give a fuck, he gon' put it in your life.
Now I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of history on all this situation, man. I remember a lot of these arrests, you know. Mind you, I was on West Baltimore, I wasn't on East, you feel me? I was in Park Heights at the time. But I had a homeboy that was locked up with Moose, same ball pen, when all this shit went down, you know. And I remember this arrest before Royal Farms, you know, that was a big event for Moose. I'm talking about big, the whole city was waiting on it. He was supposed to perform with Boosie. If y'all familiar with Boosie in Baltimore, y'all know it's a love there, you understand? I came up off of Boosie. A lot older than Moose. You know, a lot of us was running the streets that around that time. That's who we listened to. So when Moose was going to come out with Boosie, man, that would have been major. Got locked up before the show. Ruined it, you know, for a lot of people. Ultimately, ruined Moose's career in the process, you know, because like I said, that was a huge opportunity. As well as the labels that was looking at him. And I'm going to let y'all hear from Moose in this video because he spoke on these allegations because he filed a lawsuit against Baltimore City Police and the Gun Trace Task Force after he did his time, you know. But the messed up thing about it is Moose did his time on false pretenses because he should have never been arrested. Should have never been arrested. He got drugs planted on him. Matter of fact, I'm going to let him tell you.
First scandal broke out. Count Baltimore rapper Young Moose among the least surprised. Kevron Evans, he rapped about his run-in with Detective Daniel Herschel actually years before.
WJC's live. Paul Gessler talked to Young Moose today after he reached a six-figure settlement with the city. Paul.
Well, Vic and Rick, Young Moose rapped about corrupt police. Now he's a free man, and he says many of those officers who were behind those arrests are now in prison themselves.
Baltimore rapper Young Moose has millions of views on YouTube before and after his incarcerations.
Everything he worked hard to build was destroyed by somebody with a vendetta that we will never know about.
Can't stop what God got planned.
Evans told us Friday at his attorney's office music labels were interested until he says BPD detective Daniel Herschel planted drugs and falsified arrest warrants.
Yeah, I had a lot of people wanting to work with me. When I got arrested, it's like I was like a young black kid that just kept messing up.
Baltimore's Board of Estimates last week approved a $300,000 settlement to Evans, who filed a lawsuit seeking $1.5 million from the city. The lawsuit alleged false imprisonment and malicious prosecution. He's now free, and Herschel is serving an 18-year prison sentence for his role in the Gun Trace Task Force scandal.
Talk to me about where you are right now. You just reached a $300,000 settlement with the city. Was that something you anticipated ever happening initially when you first made contact with the police, Herschel specifically?
Nah, not at all. I ain't think that'd happen, because it's like they got so much power. I was already reaching out to certain people when they was doing dirty stuff, and it wasn't like getting nowhere, getting swept straight under the rug.
Share some of that with us.
I mean, I kept getting framed, like blackballed, like in the streets though. You feel me? Like by these police, is like I was trying to be successful. I had like big stuff coming up, and he ain't like that. Like just by me being a street kid, I guess he's like, I can't let him be successful. That was the type of attention I was getting. You feel me? When he first planted some drugs on me, you know I ain't gonna ever forget that. Like I couldn't believe it. I thought it was like a joke. I thought I only see this like on movies, and you know. So like that first run-in with him, they just like swooped down out of nowhere, checked me, frisked me, and all that. I ain't find nothing on me. He got his he came back around the corner after they searched or whatever. He asked his partner, did y'all search him? They're like, yeah, we searched me. Like, search him again. They searched me again. Got nothing. He like, what's his name? What's your name? Told him my name. My name Cameron Evans. He's like, Cameron what? Evans. And he just, I got something for you. Like, you ain't got nothing for me. You feel me? And it was just like, it was on. He went to the trunk, came back, purple gloves on, and like, turn him around. I'm like, nah, man, what y'all doing? They got this bending my arm, you know, bending my shit, like, pushing my pants all down and going up in my groom area, all in the, like, in public, all in the area, like, I mean, in the opening. And it's like, they had some drugs for me to put on me. You know what I mean? Like, just plain and simple. Yeah. And that's how they did it. And then I'm telling them, like, man, y'all put them on me, man, stop. He's like, oh, so we put them on you, I got something else for you. Went around the corner and locked my homeboy up. Put him in the mix with me. He was a three-time loser, that's why he locked him up. Yeah. I was thinking like I probably beat the charge, but I ain't think that it was gonna stop going on. Like I was just like, it's gonna happen again though. Yeah. Feel me? They gonna keep doing. As long as they get you arrested, they ain't really tripping if you beat it sometimes, because you be in there sitting, waiting. I went in there like a few different times though with him, like cousin him, like, feel me?
Combined, how long did you spend?
Probably, like all together, probably like 3 years, 3 to 4. Like they had me on the box for like a whole year. I ain't make it off the box, the home monitor. I ain't make it off of it, so I was on there for like 12 months. They knew I beat my charge that got me on the home monitor, and they kept me on it. I wasn't fighting no charge. My probation was up and everything. They just said, your probation judge want to see you in 2 weeks. I'm like, yeah, but they said as soon as I beat the charge, they was going to take it off because my probation up. Well, you got to see the judge in 2 weeks. I told my mother, I said, it don't feel right. I ain't fighting nothing, I ain't doing nothing. They don't still supposed to have me on this. I think I'm ready to take this off me. I think they ready to come with a house raid or something. Like I'm traumatized. And they did. Came one. I wasn't knowing nothing. Why is I'm still on home monitor? Kicked my door in 3 days before I supposed to got off. 3 days before I supposed to got off, so I was on there 12 months. And they gave me 3 years. So I had to do, you know, what, about 16, 17 months behind the wall to the halfway house. Then come home, I got to do the home monitor again. So they got about a good 3, 4 years out me altogether. Like I had labels on the table, I had like multi-millionaire labels, not like no small No small stuff. Like, I was lit, I was hot. 2014, 15, like, had the city. So it's like, he ain't like that. And he messed up a lot of stuff. I had, like, life-changing situations he messed up.
Do you feel some of that you'll ever get back?
No. You know, I lost people in the mix of going to jail, losing people out on the streets, but I feel as though if I was home, moving, working, they'd have been with me, wouldn't even been in that mix. But when you the ticket and you get stuck somewhere, like your team, it'd be hard for your team to move sometimes, so a lot of stuff go wrong. I ain't ready to get nobody to say how my mother felt when they put them cuffs on her, or my father when they put them cuffs on him. Like, they leaving all that out. My mother went to jail. Where her lawsuit at now? She went to jail because she my mother. He said, that gotta be Young Moose's mother. Put the cuffs on her. Like, that, they can do that?
How long did she?
I want to know, like, they can do that.
Of course not, but how long did she spend?
My mother, she probably was in there for a few days, but it's like the inconvenience, like, for nothing. Job, my mother got a good, like, people losing their jobs because of this type of stuff. Okay, if you go in there for one day, you ain't call your boss in time, you done.
Yeah.
So it's like.
So it's your mom, who else? Your friend?
My mother went to jail for him. My father, both of my big brothers went to jail. My best friend, another friend, and yeah, that was it. Like 7 of us all together. Like 7 of us went to jail. Well, none of us together though. Like, it was like different times. Oh, get him, get him, get him, get him. It's bigger than people see right now. I'm telling you, like, it's bigger. It's way bigger than this. Like, it's bigger. That's why I'm gonna keep on. I'm gonna keep putting it out there until I feel as though I'm really, really satisfied. But I got something coming out too, though. But I just dropped my album, my life story. It's on all platforms. You know, you read between the lines, but now that my case over, I can like morely talk about that. So on my CD, I was just giving them like my life period. You know, giving pieces of my life story period. But now I can really go deep into what's going on with these dirty cops and stuff like that, what I went through and all that.
Yo, one thing about me, y'all. Because a lot of the city, they be upset I'm speaking on the rappers and, you know what I mean? All that wild goofiness. Yo, but I am neutral in everything. I support all the rappers from the city. I ain't getting in no beefs, none of that. I want them all to win. You know, that's part of the reason why I started this platform, you know. Because we got a voice in our city, yo. And it's not heard often. You feel me? We got a story to tell. Individually and as a whole. And I was rooting for Moose the whole time. And it's like once he came home, if y'all familiar with how this rap thing go, yo, you got windows. And if you don't strike while the iron's hot, that shit might not get hot again. Now, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen with Moose. Like, I want him to win. He's still doing his thing. But what I'm saying is, for these police to attack this man unjustly like this, just with the mind frame of ruining his rap career, that's crazy. Now you see he won the $300,000 lawsuit. I think he should have got more, but I understand too. I had a lawsuit against a tractor-trailer company. Yo, it's hard waiting on your money when you know it's right there. Yo, and a lot of times you're going to settle just so you don't got to go through the years-long litigation. You know what I mean? Now, from what I understand about this whole situation with Moose and Herschel, because it wasn't the whole gun trace task force. It was just Herschel. For some reason, he had a vendetta against him, you know. He wanted to ruin him. And he almost did. He almost did, like I say. I'm not writing Moose off, man. I think he can do it. I got full faith in him. But Moose was on home runs at the time. After he beat the charge, which is unheard of. Once you beat the charge, they're supposed to release you off home monitor. So that lets you know this is bigger than just the gun trace task force because they're not responsible for keeping you on home monitor. Something else is going on. So before he get off home monitor, they raided his house and they raided the OTM store. I don't know if they did it at the same time, but I know they did it the same day. They found nothing in his house, but they found drugs allegedly at his store. And that's, Moose was what, 21, 22 at the time, family to own the store. That is major. Found drugs at the store, locked his parents up, mother and father and brothers. Mind you, they was in the house. I think the mother was outside the house. I don't even think she was in. She just heard what was going on at the house and came there. Still locked up, charged her. Inconvenienced her. Now, she probably ain't sit long, but still, who wants to go through that for no reason? I think the friend he was talking about, Marty, was another one. Another rapper from the city got caught in the mix. He was at the store. Charged him. Did them boys dirty, man. All just so they can derail this man's career that's not over. Like I say, I think he can do it. I got faith in him. But what these guys did, man, they paying the consequences for, man. A lot of them caught major time, man. Wayne Jenkins caught 25 years. Herschel caught 18. I think 2 of them home right now. But even still, yo, there's really no way that they can make up for what they did to this man in his career. Like I say, he was on the rise. I think at that time, Moose might have been bigger than Scooter. Straight up. And Herschel had this vendetta against Moose so bad, yo, and it all was centered around him stealing his career from him. It was hate. It was jealousy. It was envy. By police that's supposed to be paid to protect the citizens. Shit is crazy, man. Now I can't finish this video without mentioning Boosie Badass, man. How do y'all feel about Boosie? Look, yo. I'm going to keep this all the way real. And this ain't no shot against Moose or Boosie. But I believe that Boosie also plays a role in what happened with Moose's rap career. And mind you, he ain't done. So I ain't burying him in the grave. No, I ain't doing that. I'm just saying that Moose is supposed to be a lot further in his career than he is now. I think as a city, we can all agree. And for the viewers, you can go back and watch his videos and make your own determination. I think we'll come to the same conclusion. Like I say, the boy got talent. You can't deny it. But I think that, and it's something that I deal with, being from Baltimore, you know, we got a certain level of loyalty. You know, and sometimes it can hurt us. And in my opinion, I think that Moose's loyalty to Boosie is hurting him right now, man. Because Boosie's he's not putting enough into him like he need to be, you know. Like he claimed he put in Blue. And mind you, I'm a Boosie fan, grew up offshore, you know. Boosie in Baltimore is like a marriage thing going on, straight up. But when you consider Moose and their relationship and that career, you know, his career, it's like, yo, do more. Boosie done been to Vlad TV 1,000,000 times. Now, I don't know if he ever asked him or not, but it's like, if that's your artist, you can, yo, look, yo, I need you go to Vlad with me. You know, same thing Dirk did for King Von. Y'all remember that on the Breakfast Club. Ain't nobody know who Von was. But with Moose, he already got a name. He already got a platform. Put him out there. Give him a little bit more exposure. You know? And that's why I'm just utter belief, yo, that you don't even sign the rappers, yo. That's never a good idea. It's a bad investment. Especially current rappers. Like, I ain't talking about nobody like Jay-Z or even, we can even throw Yo Gotti in there. You know, he don't drop that often. Boosie is a rapper. You know, he put out mixtape after mixtape yearly. Probably 3 mixtapes, maybe 4 a year. And when you sign to a rapper, you don't have the time to, and the rapper wants to be a CEO, you don't have the time to put into the rapper that you manage. Your career is in your hands. We seen it with Young Blue. And I hope this not a situation that if Moose ever get where he need to go. Because I think he can. You know, he's still young. I don't even think he's 30 yet. If he is, he may be just 30. But if he ever get where he need to go, I'm sure Boosie going to have his hand out. But it's like, yo, and that's why I said this on other videos. When Boosie and Blue was going through what they was going through, I was like, yo, if he did the same thing for Blue that he did for Moose, it's like, yo, you shouldn't expect too much money off of that, man. You know, like, don't get me wrong. It's a fee for Boosie attaching his name to anybody, you know. That's free promo. But when you consider the music industry and how much money these guys can get for deals, it's like, yo, how much do you want for that, you know? How much do you want for that? No interviews. I don't even think Moose is on any of Boosie albums. If so, maybe one. Maybe one song. I know he was on the Syndicate thing. You know what I mean? I'm talking about his albums. The one that just came out would have been nice with a Moose track on there, a feature from Moose, man. But maybe I'm geeking when it comes to Boosie. But I know for damn sure the Gun Trace Task Force definitely played the role in derailing Moose's career. And I hope and pray and riding for him, saluting him, if he can get it back on track. You know, I want him to get it back on track. You know, because he ain't gave up. And that's always important in anything you try to succeed in, is never give up. And I'm riding with him, y'all. So let me know how y'all feel about it in the comments. Salute the Moose. Keep grinding. The city is behind you. And I'm out.
Nigga can't do what I do, y'all niggas can't copy me. Let's keep shit G. Let's keep shit G. Let's keep the shit G. Let's keep shit G. Let's keep shit G.